So, if you're anything like me and you love e-commerce, you've most likely been watching a whole bunch of TikTok shop videos. Now, although I started posting about my experience on the platform, I documented my whole journey, and I was one of the first people to realistically talk about TikTok shop, I still love to watch videos about it now and then to keep up with new trends, to see if anyone has some new ideas, because learning is something that you should always be doing on a daily basis. You never know enough about a platform, especially a new one. So as I'm on my watching journey, pretty much every day, one or two comments that I see on every single TikTok shop related video are, how do you achieve the 3-day shipping requirement? And also, can you really start TikTok shop with no money? As the title of the videos usually say. Now, what I've also noticed that the creators of these videos typically never have a direct answer for these questions. They usually give a direct general answer for the shipping question, and then for what starting TikTok shop with no money, they usually say something like, yeah, you can start with $30 just to get a sample, and then you'll be good. But both of these answers are very, very far from the truth, and they leave viewers a bit confused. So in this video, I want to give you guys the honest answer to these two questions. We're going to go right on my laptop. I'm going to go right into my TikTok shop seller center, and I'm going to walk you through the reality of TikTok shop. I'm going to answer your question about the 3-day SLA, and I'm also going to show you how much I had to put up front when I first started out to give you a realistic image of how much to save up before you jump into the platform. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So I've brought you guys right over to my seller center so we can make this as transparent as possible. You're probably wondering how fast you accumulate violation points when you don't dispatch your orders within the 3-day limit. Now, I started TikTok Shop in August 25th, and from that point until now, which is February 3rd of 2024, I've accumulated 19 violation points using Printify for my fulfillment. Now, this is going to be the same for everyone, but the answer to the question of can you get or can you fulfill enough orders in time using Printify and Print on Demand? The answer to that is yes. Now, unless you want to have no violation points. So, what I can confirm for you guys is that most of the time, Printify is going to fulfill orders within the 3 days. Obviously, not all the time, hence why my violation score is up to 19. Now, you're probably also wondering what sort of restrictions come with accumulating violation points. So, once you get to the 12 violation point mark, right here, you cannot list new products for 7 calendar days. And as you guys can see here, once you hit 24, you can't list new products for 14 calendar days. Now, after that hold is done of the 7 calendar days, you can list products once again. Now, what you really want to avoid is the 24 point mark and the 36 point mark, because 14 days is a very long time to not be able to list any new products. So what I can tell you guys is, for the most part, over these past couple of weeks, at least in January, I've been able to keep my late dispatch rate below 10% and sometimes even below 4%. Now, the key here and why I mentioned that is the higher percentage you have, the more violation points you accumulate. So, based on experience and what I've noticed, if you go above 7% late dispatch here, you get 2 points. If from 4 to 7%, you get 1 point a week. And then if you pass 10, if you pass 15, 20, 30, that's when it gets really bad, because then you'll get 4, 5, even 6 violation points sometimes. Now, I'm going to click into view details so I can show you guys my weekly late dispatches, just so you can have an idea of what you'll have, when you use Printify. So thank God today, Saturday, my late dispatcher has dropped to 0. So then Monday, when it updates again, it's going to go based off of this 0. So I'm not going to get any violation points. Over these past few weeks, it's gone up a tiny bit. As you can see here, we did pass the threshold. But in mid-January, we were below it at 1 point. Here for a week like this, 7 points, I'll probably get one violation point. Now, if you think about it, if you were able to avoid violation points here and there and you keep it to 2 violation points a month, you'll be good up to 10 months before you reach the 20 violation point mark. And that's when the restrictions get heavier, and it's gonna be TikTok is gonna try to come after you for little things. As you can see here, at the beginning of the month, it was 0. But then there was points where I would get a lot of orders, a lot of videos going viral, and sometimes Printify would, unfortunately, not even Printify not shipping the items on time, USPS. When USPS is very busy, they typically don't scan the orders in time. So I'll show you guys in the end of December when, holiday season, end of Q4, it's the busiest time for e-commerce. My late dispatch rate shot up to 40%. At this point, I was getting 6 violation points a week, it was a rough time, but luckily we've been able to recover from it. Now, there has been a recent sort of update on to Printify that I want to share with you guys. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Printify or anything, but they've compiled a list of products that ship the fastest. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that now. So they made this list of products perfect for TikTok. And once you click on Explore Now, it gives you a list of their fastest shipping products. Now, like I said previously, they're not going to fulfill these on time 100% of the time. You can expect 93, 94, 95% of the time. And just for reference, this is the product that I get the most sales with, the Unisex Heavy Blend Gildan crew neck, and it actually is a good quality crew neck, and it lasts for a while. So I had a couple that from last year that I've washed many times, wore many times, and they're still in very, very decent condition. So the quality is there with the Gildan. If you want to go for a higher quality shirt, Comfort Colors is the go-to, top notch, top quality. If you want something that's a bit more higher quality but not as expensive as Comfort Colors, you can go with the Bella Canvas. They also make some really good quality products, but definitely stick to these products here that they've selected for TikTok, because anything else, like I was selling a custom license plate frame that was doing very well for me, but it would take up to a week to fulfill. And that really, really hurt my violation point score. Now, the second part of this video, I want to answer the question of how much money do you need to start TikTok Shop. And for this part, I'm going to take you into my analytics and show you how many orders I had to fulfill in the beginning when I first started TikTok Shop before I even got paid at all. For all of the gurus out there telling you that you can start TikTok Shop with 50 bucks, or you can start drop shipping or print on demand with 50 bucks in your bank account, let me show you guys something. I started TikTok Shop August 25th. That's when I started creating content for it and uploaded my products. On this day right here, I'll show it in order number. This day right here in September 12th and September 13th, I had a couple of videos do very, very well. So that's about 40 orders that I got in a span of 2 days. Now, keep in mind, when you first start TikTok Shop, you don't get paid until after 8 business days of delivery, not of when you ship, not of when the order comes in, but of delivery. So with these two orders, these 2 days right here, I received 40 orders, which equates to, given my fulfillment price of $20 to $23, about $800 that I had to put up front. Right. So I fulfilled those orders. Let's say I had 800 bucks in my bank account. I fulfilled those orders. Just a few days later, from the 13th to the 19th, so 6 days later, I get 40 orders that day. So if I had the last 800 bucks in my bank account, I fulfilled all those orders that I still didn't get paid on. How would you be able to fulfill orders on a day where you get 40 in one single day? That's about $800 that you have to put down in one day. So this is what I want you guys to think about. Save enough money to start out TikTok Shop where you can fulfill hundreds of orders and have peace of mind that you're not going to run out of liquidity. After that first month, then you're going to start getting that income from all the previous weeks where you fulfilled orders, and then you're going to start spending from what you earn, pretty much fulfilling your orders, your new orders, with the income that you're making from TikTok. But before that, make sure you have a solid foundation. This is not something, as I've said many times, that you can start with the typical 50, 100 bucks. But anyways, those gurus are always lying, so they're always talking some nonsense. Now, you're probably wondering, do you always get paid so late after delivery? No. Let's go into my account health once again. I want to show you guys the settlement tier that I'm in right now. So I'm currently in the express settlement tier, which I get paid out 1 day after delivery. Now, when you first start out, you are not going to be in the express settlement. You can pause the video right now and read through all this. This is on the TikTok Shop. This is their policy, right? So I'm not making stuff out of my ass over here. When you start out, you're going to be in the standard settlement. You're not going to get paid until 8 days after delivery. As you meet these thresholds and these requirements of early fulfillment, not having a high cancellation rate, and actually not having bad reviews, not scamming people, you are going to be getting paid 5 days after delivery. And then if you're able to meet the threshold of having a late dispatch rate below 4%, you get paid 1 day after delivery. Now, as you guys saw with Print on Demand, I was able to eventually achieve or reach the express settlement plan, and now I get paid out 1 day after delivery. And I hope I was able to answer all of your questions in this video. Printify, I have a whole tutorial on how to do print on demand and how to do print on demand with TikTok Shop. It's called the TikTok Shop course. I have many videos in that course that every single small detail is covered, and it's totally free, and it's all here on YouTube. So all I want from you guys to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, drop any questions you have down in the comments below. If you would like specific questions answered in a one-on-one environment where I just focus on your shop, I give you advice on it, whatever it may be, you'll find my Calendly link down below. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.